Hello there, Internet. I am your host, J Man. We'll go back to Let's Play Puppeteer. We left off. We begin the tale as Kutaro, boy who got decapitated by the wicked moon bear and his magical sisters that he stole from a moon goddess. With the help of Yin Yang, a mystical cat, Kutaro was able to get his hands on some magic scissors and escaped the tower of the Moon King. And some regular bitch I was like kind of taking care of the kids that were there.
Let us continue our adventure.
Poggers.
Lucky Kutaro, suckered into stealing a set of sorcerer's scissors by the witch and stirring up a tyrant's rage. Now, all his hopes of escaping the castle were dashed, just as he himself dashed like mad to outrun the soldier grubs who wanted his head. Poor Kutaro. His only hopes now were Calibris and a witch of most questionable character. What cruel tricks would fate play on him next?
I notice how glitchy my glasses are.
You pussy-footing wussy cat.
Pussy! I'll put the pussy sound effect right there and you guys aren't gonna question it.
Did you forget you sent us off in the first place? Yes, Calibris chose him. Finally! Those legendary shears will cut right through the Moon Bear King's lackeys and set the moon realm free!
You know, this kind of reminds me of a Ghibli movie now that I think about it. Ghibli, 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 Ghibli. Oh yeah, of course, since I'm an Earthbound fan, I had to bring up this fact that, the creator of Earthbound, Shigesato Itoi, was the voice of the dad in My Neighbor Totoro. Making that the only anime I refuse to watch dubbed. From what I know, the English voice actor, if I'm remembering correctly, the English voice actor for the dad in Totoro. I'll look up.
I smell him. That's the pungent stink of a scissor thief.
Oh, General Tiger, sir. How kind of you to
Oh boy. Yep, just as I thought. Oh, that's fucking hilarious.
I see him. You'll be the first and last to know.
Oh, hello, Kitty. That's what giant pussy.
You are certain he's not here?
Oh, yes, very certain, your antagonist. I beg you, bring that scoundrel to justice, or I may not sleep a wink tonight.
Ah, don't worry. My grubs will have this whole castle locked down in no time.
Okay, so apparently there were two English dubs of Totoro, one done by Fox and one like and Trauma apparently.
We can't have anyone crashing the
And another done by
off with the knight's powers. Now can we?
and another done by Disney.
Then get your hidey in.
Apparently the voice actor for the
tiger's tongue had slipped. Whatever powers this knight had, they were clearly important.
yeah, the voice actor for the Fox version was a guy named Greg Snegov. And if I'm ever proof, I kind of respect a lot that I'm convinced this man doesn't have a career. I mean, apparently the guy hasn't had a gig since
Snipping, cutting, slicing through the vines with Calibris.
2020.
Scrambled up and up. Onward he must climb.
But the guy had voice roles in two of the animated Titanic movies. Now, I'm sure you guys are like, what? So there are two animated movies based on the mockbusters based on the Titanic.
As you may have noticed,
One's called Legend of Titanic, which was animated by North Korea of all countries. Okay, there was one by a company called Mondo TV, who are kind of an infamous
concocted a plan to take Calibris.
mockbuster company. From Italy. And apparently they outsourced their animation to, I shit you not, North Korea. I'm not making that up. North Korea has an animation studio. But yeah. Well, I'm dead.
Despite himself, Kutaro was growing excited. What kind of awesome power could this knight in the towers have anyway?
But as said, the legend goes on. But if you want to go further, there was like a completely separate movie called Titanic: The Legend Goes On. And yes, these are two, but this one was not made by Mondo TV, and I don't really know why. But this film is infamous for having a rapping dog in the 1910s. Like, Nostalgia Critic reviewed the entire trilogy. But, and yes, I said it's technically a trilogy because Legend got a sequel called Search of Titanic, which didn't really focus. But that movie, the reason why the movie was so infamous was because, yeah, the quote Nostalgia Critic, he was convinced that the movie was made by somebody who genuinely had no idea that the Titanic was a real tragedy that happened. Oh shit, the whole ship is fucked. I am dead. Okay, apparently this random guy, like the guy that played the dad in Totoro, aka not Shikasato Itoi, is voice at least one character in all three of these movies. And there is technically a fourth entry called Fantasy Island. Not to be confused with a similar sounding show from the 70s, but this wasn't a movie. This was a TV. It was a cartoon, but
Even the steepest tower walls could stop Kuturo.
which I'm convinced was meant to fill a plot hole that was cut unintentionally caused.
Kuturo sliced his way through flags, vines, anything he could sink those scissors into.
Because apparently the Legend of Titanic ends like with the whole framing device was that it was like a grandfather trying to tell a story to his grandkids. But instead of Titanic basically ends up the main character like stuck on this island forever. Because I drank some weird suspicious liquid. So I'll have to point this plot hole out, and I am convinced that Face Isle was exclusively made to fill that plot hole. I don't know if this is true or not, but if the consultant critic watching this, please.
Not everyone took it sitting down when the Moon Bear King rose to power. Many tried to oust the tyrant and bring back the goddess. One or two of them even survived. But the goddess's mightiest champions all fell, and their powers were locked away in secret, well-guarded places.
Now, where do you suppose the knight's powers are hiding?
Tower-top security was tight. The Weaver patrolled the smoke-ridden sky, swooping and slicing at anything that moved. These towers not only defended the castle walls when the Moon Bear King rebelled against the goddess, but during the precious final fight, they also went on the offensive.
Yeah, there's like, I'm sure everybody knows that game.
The tyrant later converted the towering spires to a prison, which with abounding imagination he dubbed the Prison Towers. The crushed forces of the Moon Goddess were detained at his majesty's pleasure to starve, rot, and generally suffer. Only their arms remained to tell their terrible tale.
Would you open my eyes? I was left behind, all those turtle will unlined. I was never all that kind. The other actor is a guy named Tim Daly, I hope I pronounced that name, who, oh! Apparently he was, Superman in the Superman the Animated Series. And that's a certified hood classic, if I'm correct. The only thing I can't remember that, like, from the anime series, like an episode where a guy, like, gets executed or something, and because he learned, and he knew about Superman's identity, but it wasn't, that wasn't the reason he was executed, I think. Something happened, a guy was, like, who was, like, a criminal or something, like, put in some chamber, like, which supposedly killed him, and then he made his revelation, like, that he's Superman. But hey, you guys know me, I'm more of a Batman guy, and even then, I'm not like a big DC guy. And as you guys all know, I've kind of had a distaste of the of anything comic book superhero related after. I also played. I did a big sin the other day. Forgive me, TF2 community, for I have sinned. I played Overwatch for the first time in. From what I know, Overwatch has gotten better. Okay, I still think TF2 is superior. Yeah, I mean, I'm obsessed with the song. Okay, I'm sure everybody might know about this game coming out. Like, that was like at the Game Awards last year called Stupid Never Dies. It's a game about a zombie who's a massive simp for a girl that he just randomly finds a general day and decides to try and bring her back from the dead. The song was just. The trailer was very early 2000s coded.
It's starting to unravel.
And illusions. Like there's like it had like a very 2000s coded like trailer song where the main leads like are trying to talk, singing about shit. Like when I saw that trailer, pretty much almost everybody thought it was made by Suda51 because, I mean, it just looked like a Suda51 game, but no! It's made by a guy who worked on Devil May Cry. Not Itsuno. But yeah, I wrote a whole... Oh yeah, the whole family.
Checkmate. Hurry up and cut those souls free.
Ah, shit. But yeah, either way, I still refuse to watch the, to watch Totoro dubbed. It's the one anime I refuse to watch dubbed.
That's it. Well done.
Bye bye, horse.
The formidable adversary was vanquished. An old and scratched up shield appeared before Kutaro. Could this be the power he sought?
Ball. I have ball. I like balls. Ah, screw it. I'll free the little kids like this. He is now dead.
Tiger! Quickly, you fool! He's going to find the Knight's shield! How could he possibly know it was in there? Stop him! If Kutaro makes off with the shield or the Sun Princess, on my ground. No! Rip that bit of moonstone right out of your mouth!
When I find that idiot who blabbed about the knight in front of...
Puzzle
With
pie.
the help of Calibros, Kutaro defeated the menace and saved the souls of the lucky few. Well done, Kutaro! The souls he freed were homeward bound.
And well, with that, I'm going to end the episode right here. Like, subscribe, all that sexy stuff. See ya.
Spied an old shield in the prison tower.